Years of ups and downs has led the new Donna School Board to ask for an independent review of the district administration. They recently reviewed the report, and it's raising troubling questions about the management of Donna schools. CBS 4's Priscilla Estrada reviewed the forensic audit report and has all the details.
Earlier this year, the Donna School Board voted to have a forensic audit done on the district. After years of scandal that has brought a negative image to the district, the forensic audit results are now back, and they demonstrate some serious need for changes that need to be done. Exhibit after exhibit reveals troubling questions about decisions made by top district administrators at Donna Independent School District.
Being on the school board, you know, we're only given information whatever the district wants to give us. So it's pretty much up to us to decipher this information, and we didn't feel that we were getting all the pertinent information that was needed. So we called for this forensic audit.
The current board requested the audit in January 2017. Voters elected Billman and 5 other new trustees in November 2016 after years of scandal at the Donna School District. FBI agents arrested 2 trustees for soliciting bribes. A jury found members of the school board guilty of retaliating against their opponents, and the former superintendent spent months on leave amid a complex series of scandals. When the new school board took office last year, they wanted an independent review of the district, so the district's attorneys hired Weaver & Tidwell, LLP, an assurance tax and advisory company, to review how the district operated. The audit starts off by mentioning that many of the events in the findings were authorized by the previous board prior to the 2016 elections.
This audit supposedly went all the way back to 2013, yet they reflect only 5 items of concern in their findings, and in their findings there's nothing that they identify that's against policy, nothing that identify that's against procedures. Everything that they find is basically personnel items.
Auditors interviewed more than 50 people, analyzed nearly 100,000 emails, and poured over more than 311,000 purchase orders. The district received the report with all the findings on September 1st. According to the audit report, many employees were so scared of retaliation they wanted to meet with the auditors off campus. Others said that they didn't think that the problems at Donna ISD would ever be fixed. Auditors also encountered a hyperactive rumor mill, which often distracted employees from their jobs.
What a shame. The outcry of the majority of the employees, fear for their jobs. And it shouldn't be that way. No employee should ever fear for their job.
CBS 4 did reach out to the district spokesperson asking for comment from Superintendent Fernando Castillo. Castillo, however, refused to comment on the findings in the audit, saying it involves personnel matters, which he could not discuss. We also contacted the school district's attorney, Alyssa Romero, who released a statement on the audit. Donna ISD is still reviewing the findings of the forensic audit to develop a plan of action to improve district operations. The administration and board of trustees will work together to move forward and address all the concerns and issues that were found. One reason employees didn't feel comfortable reporting wrongdoing is because the district's anonymous hotline to report wrongdoing wasn't working properly. Auditors couldn't even find a published phone number for the hotline, and according to the audit report, top administrators attempted to identify the person they believed was submitting anonymous tips. The audit also raised questions about whether or not the district's top administrators were even qualified enough to do their jobs.
We have too many people in very responsible jobs that aren't qualified, and in a sense we're dumbing down of the district. And that trickles down to our children, which are our students.
I never had any problems with any of those individuals. Any position that the superintendent came to recommend, basically we would follow that recommendation, and it was up to the board of 7 to decide yes or no to vote in favor of those recommendations.
The audit focuses on Chief Financial Officer Marisela Valdez, who isn't a certified public accountant or has a degree in finance. She did not apply for the position, and the district never conducted an interview for the job, which pays more than $100,000 a year. And according to the audit, Valdez admitted she didn't understand accounting rules for the school district or generally accepted accounting principles. Valdez, though, disputes the audit's findings.
I am very qualified and I understand all the principles of accounting, everything that falls under my job description. I understand it very well and I'm very knowledgeable and I have a high level of expertise. They presented a series of questions with a preconceived answer in mind.
One example from the audit detailed how Valdez bypassed the normal approval process after a request from her husband, Daniel Valdez. Daniel Valdez sent his wife an email asking for assistance with a purchase order for shirts from a company called CB Sportswear. Marisela Valdez submitted an emergency purchase order, even though the purchase wasn't an emergency.
On the audit, I did not approve that requisition for my husband. I directed it to my finance person because I was not going to approve it because there was a conflict there. He's my husband. I had her review that everything was in place, so she did the final approval.
CB Sportswear is owned by the father of District Human Resources Supervisor, Adolfo Campos Jr. CBS 4 reached out to Campos, who released a statement saying that he believes the board wrongfully terminated him on September 12th. Auditors suggested the district investigate relationships between vendors and district employees or board members. Valdez was placed on administrative leave in January of 2017. The audit also raised questions about Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Jose Villanueva, who doesn't have any background in human resources. He declined to comment.
In my opinion, and I was the first to say it, they all need to go, and I stand by that.
Other problems identified by the auditors included not a single certified public accountant works in the district business office. The district also didn't have a process for verifying whether or not teachers held valid teaching certificates and improper use of restricted funds.
If a full forensic audit is supposed to be for criminal activity, there was not found anything that's criminal of nature in that report.
Unfortunately, this is a sad chapter for Donna ISD. But on the other hand, this is what we needed to give us a shot in the arm to move forward and change the direction of this school district.
The district's responsibility now is to implement new changes to fix the problems outlined in the forensic audit. In Donna, Priscilla Estrada, CBS 4 Valley at 6.
Well, Texas Education Agency has named a monitor to oversee the district, which is one of the ways the state is going to work to see better results from the Donna District administration.